I've got this flight bow I lent to one of the guys at the club who's not been too well and can't manage the heavier weights, and this is only a 40 pounder, but it's been dropping the string off this side, and you can see it's the limbs taking some twist, and because it's bamboo backed yew I can't get it too hot, but if I can get it warm in this area and twist the limb this way, it should be alright. So I'll get my limb spanner on it and maybe some side cheeks and some dry heat, or maybe wrap a wet cloth around it and steam it a bit. Not entirely sure. We'll see what we can do though. Right, here's the first try. I've got some wet cloth on there. I'll give that a lot of heat. Masking tape to protect the limb, and a nice big spanner I can heave down on just to try and pull it across and down a bit. What I might do is set something to measure how far this tip is from the wall or something like that. Yeah, so I'll set a clamp up there so I can just measure across. I'm 75 millimeters from there to there. Gives me a good idea. Yeah, hot air going on the damp cloth didn't seem to do anything except make the cloth warm. It wasn't even hot. So you can see what I've done is I've wedged a block of wood under there which forces the limb into a twist, which will increase that to about 85 millimeters, so it does shift it round. So something like that's a good idea. But how do I get the heat on there? I could put the steam chest over it, which would give me 100 degrees C, or I could clamp on some side cheeks, which might protect the glue line and get heat onto the belly of the yew. Well, the dry heat's quicker and easier than setting up the steam, so I might give that a whirl. Right, so here we are now. I've shifted things a bit. I've got a block, just trimmed a bit of pine to 90 millimeters to push that across, which is a little bit further than it needs to be perhaps for the correction. Maybe it needs more, I'm not really certain. Side cheeks to keep the heat running along the limb and away from the glue line, because I'm not trying to heat temper it. I just want to get it to about 100 degrees C and then let it relax. It may not work, but all this is showing you my approach to trying to solve a problem. You don't necessarily have to bang away madly with one idea. You can try something, don't go too mad. If it doesn't look like it's working, you can quit and try something else. If you do something too drastic, it may be what we call mended beyond repair. So I'm trying to avoid that. But often you'll find with things like this, trying to get some heat bending, especially where you've got bamboo, it looks like you've done it, and then a week later it's all crept back. But I know the bow had been all right, so hopefully I can get it back. We'll see.